Nagbabalik po ang programang kayo sa DCRH. Sa bahagi ito ng ating programa, makakausap natin on Zoom ang bagong presidente ng Electronic Vehicles Association of the Philippines, Mr. WILLY TEE TEN. Welcome, Willie.
Hi, Willie. Willie, you're on mute.
Hello, good afternoon. Sorry.
Ikaw ang man of the hour, Willie. Ikaw ang man of the hour kasi
Nako.
lahat nakapila na sa mga dealers ng electric vehicles.
Out of stock
Bigyan
daw.
mo muna kami yung background, Willie, kung ano itong EVAP na ito, Willie.
Yeah, yes, Ricky. Actually, Electric Vehicle Association of the Philippines has been here since 2009. And last February, nagkaroon ng election, no? So I was, I don't know, fortunate enough or unfortunate enough to become the president of EVAP. And that was February 25. After 3 days, the war began.
Oh.
So biglang so and the inquiries came about, especially when the oil prices went up, the gasoline and diesel prices went up. Lalong nagkaroon ng malaking inquiry, no, about electric vehicles. Maraming mga hindi naniniwala sa EV in the past, suddenly now are asking about it, no?
Oh.
Yes. So Willie, talagang na-tsempo, no? 3 days after.
Nagkataon.
Pero
Timing.
Willie, dati ba si Beth Lee was also active here sa EVAP? Beth Lee?
I don't know, no, kasi honestly hindi rin ako active in the past, no, because in
Okay.
2009 2010 hindi naman uso ang EVs eh.
Correct.
The
Correct.
EVs just came about in the late teens before 2020, mga 2018, 2019. So if you
Okay.
look at all the EV brands, they're just recently lang, mga 5, 6, 7 years ago lang yan.
Yeah. So who are members, Willie? Who are members of the EVAP?
Mga miyembro.
Aside from Seeker.
Normally, anything related to electric vehicles, some of them are members, some of them are not, but maraming individuals, some are in the charging station business, some are
Okay.
some are them even in the solar business. Some of them, of course, are in the vehicles, no? So now,
Yes.
because we just got elected a month and a half ago, almost we're turning 2 months in a week or two. So we're trying to segregate the membership also, no? Kasi yung iba nasa kotse, yung iba nasa tricycle, yung iba nasa directly related or indirectly related to the electric vehicles, no? So
Okay.
yeah, huge change in mindset na ngayon.
Oo. So, biglang dinomog kayo. Ng
Suddenly, biglang ang demand for EVs are sky high, while the demand for gasoline and diesel and cars took a drop, no? So yun ang nangyari.
Pero ngayon na nag-normalize na, sabi nila mag-normalize na ang sitwasyon. Sa tingin niyo ba yung demand for electric vehicles ay tuloy-tuloy pa rin?
89.9.
When they say normalize, hindi naman bumalik sa dati yung presyo eh. So umakyat ng malaki, bumaba ng kaunti, it doesn't mean it's, for me, the public still feels that, you know, the cost of fuel is still very high, no? That like the diesel started before the war, it was about 55, 56 pesos, no, per liter. Now it went all the way to 150. Bumalik man yan ng 100 na lang. I don't know if it's 100 now. I think it's still more than 100.
140
That,
yata, 130? 130.
so it's more than double.
Oo.
Diba? From 56, no? Gasoline naman siguro 50% increase from maybe 60 to 90. So that's a 50% increase, while diesel is 100% increase.
Grabe.
So and I don't know if the war is over. Pang Christmas song lang yun eh. Pero honestly, I don't know if the war is over, and assuming it's over, how do they have to rebuild all the bomb depots and everything else, right? And to build it would take time. The next is, if after they build it, they have to recover the cost of rebuilding. So saan nila kukunin yun except through the oil prices also. So for me, it might, we are still hopeful, but the chances of it going back to where it was might
Baka hindi.
take a super long time.
Oh,
Yes.
tama si Willie,
So
partner.
honestly, if you were to ask me right now, baka end of 27 pa yan bago bumalik. Not 26 ha, end of 2027 pa.
Pero Willie, pero baka naman biglang tataas naman ang presyo ng electric vehicle. Dapat pareho na. Pareho pa o pantay pa bago mag...
Right now, I can say it's still the same because before the war, the supply is more than the demand.
Hmm.
It's all supply and demand. Eh. So because of the rise of fuel, biglang lumakas yung demand. So eventually, if this is the supply before, this is the demand, umakyat yung demand eh. Di ba magpapantay na yan? Right now, I think it's pantay. So we don't feel the price increase. But I really don't know what will happen if the demand is gonna be more than the supply. I'm sure they're business people. They might say na, oh, kailangan bumawi na tayo, and the prices might go up. And even without the price going up, the shipping cost to transfer the cars, they need oil, right? And then the dollar exchange rate is another thing. 57, 58, ngayon 61 or 60 point something. So that will cause a lot of pricing. That will cause price increase also.
Wala ba tayong assembly plant dito or manufacturing plant for electric vehicles sa Pilipinas?
Wala pa unfortunately. But I think Mitsubishi mentioned that they plan to assemble, pero until we see it, but again, there's a plan. Pero hybrid yon, hindi yung full EV. Because as you know, Ricky, Cory, the electric vehicles, maraming klase yan. Maraming klase. So you have...
Kaibahan? Yan. Bigyan mo kami ng Willie. What are the differences? Hybrid, full electric.
Kakaiba sa presyo.
The first is the ICE, or the internal combustion engine, is what we see in the past, diba? Until now, it's still there. Yan yung mga normal gasoline or diesel engine. The extreme right naman would be the battery electric vehicle, or what they call the full hybrid, no? So if you look at that, in between, lahat yan hybrid. Hybrid means meron kang engine, meron ka ring electric motor, na parang electric vehicle. So sa hybrid pa lang, there's so many types of hybrid. So that is what we need to inform the public, educate the public that there's so many types of hybrid, no? So yun ang every time somebody asks me about electric vehicles, I would ask them first, what's your budget? Diba? Kasi electric vehicles, the biggest cost of an electric vehicle is the battery. So if you want a cheaper car, then the battery will be smaller. You want a bigger battery, of course, since battery is the biggest cost, mamahal yung kotse. So if you are the person na puro short trips lang every day, then maybe you can consider the small car or the smaller battery.
Small na electric vehicle o small
Correct.
na hybrid.
Because normally, the small car will have a smaller battery, the big car will have the big batteries, no? Normally. So again, depends on your budget. Kung masyado kang nervyoso, I would suggest you get the bigger car para mas mahaba yung range, no? And then kung ayaw mo talaga ng nauubusan ng baterya sa daan, then you have to consider the hybrids, no? So the second question is, can you install home chargers? Can you charge your vehicle at home?
Bahay.
If you live in a condo, it depends on the condominium association. If you live on a house pero yung car is parked on the street, then you cannot also have a home charger. So if you cannot have both, then you need to have a hybrid electric vehicle na hindi mo kailangan ng charging. Now, if you can have naman charging at home, then you have two choices. You have the full electric or the battery electric, or you'll have the plug-in hybrid. So you plug in hybrid. So yun yung dalawang choices mo if you can charge at home.
Okay, bilang presidente ng asosasyon ninyo, ano ba ang choice nyo?
Hindi,
Sa amin-
nasa...
Sorry.
Yes.
Ah.
Anong choice mo bilang presidente ng association, ng Electric Vehicles Association of the Philippines?
Sa amin, as long as it's an electric vehicle, we're okay. As far as hybrid is also called an EV because it's called HEV, hybrid electric vehicle. PHEV is plug-in hybrid electric vehicle. So it's still an electric vehicle. So kami naman as EVAP, maski anong klaseng electric vehicle is good. No? It depends on the situation, no? We cannot force you to, we cannot say you have to buy a full EV kung wala kang charger sa bahay.
Ayun.
Oo, di ba? Why buy a plug-in hybrid if you do not plug it in?
Correct.
Kaya nga tawag na plug-in because you have to plug it, right? So
Saan
if you,
bibili yung charger, yung home charger?
normally when you buy a car, they
Yeah.
either give it to you for free or they sell it to you. So, yan ang misnomer. Bakit daw yung iba for free, yung iba hindi? Kasi yung for free, dinagdag na nila sa SRP. Kala mo lang free. Wala naman libre sa mundo, di ba? Ang hangin lang siguro ang libre. Pati ka tubig, may bayad na eh.
Ayun pala.
So, you can always price it lower, pero you charge the charger. Or you price it higher, kasama na yung charger. So, it's the same thing.
Ano ang savings sa isang EV as
Oh,
compared to a regular car?
yan. Ito yung magandang gagawin ko. Yan.
Kasi mga 30%.
Can you see it?
Lapit mo muna. Lapit mo.
Ganda.
Yeah.
Yun. Ano yan?
Can you see it?
Can you read it, Emmer? Kita mo?
So,
I cannot read it. Yeah, ikaw.
Ngayon mo na konti.
Sige, Willie, explain mo na lang kasi nag-ano yung shadow.
Oo.
correct. So,
Go ahead.
savings, no? Because it's so hard to explain savings because a lot of Filipinos do not even know how many kilometers per liter their car consumes. They just guess it or they base it on the whatever is in the car, but the one in the car doesn't tell you the whole thing. It's
Bogey Park. Diba?
they only tell you what is the kilometers at that particular moment, no? Hindi yung average mo. So the best way to explain it is this. If you spend 1,000 pesos a week on gasoline, and if you convert your car to a full EV and you charge it at home, you spend about 200 pesos on electricity. So your savings is 80%. 80.
Ito. Magso-solar roofing pa kami ni Ricky. Kaya,
If you do solar pa, edi mas malaki pa sa 80.
Ay, oo.
Kasi libre na yung kuryente mo, di ba?
Yeah.
So hybrid would be anything below 80 now. The plug-in hybrids, there are two types of plug-in hybrids also. You have the range extended electric vehicle, which is about 70% savings. You have the plug-in hybrid, which is 60% savings, and the normal hybrid is about 40% savings. So, yun yung mga savings na nakikita natin. But again, that's assuming you charge your car at home. If you charge it in a public station, of course, the public station has to lease a property, they have to have people, they have to have the quick chargers, which is more expensive. So, the savings will be less, but still savings. So that's why whenever people buy EV, sinasabi namin, you always charge at home because that's the cheapest. In case of emergency, that's the only time you charge it in a public station.
Kahit sa charging station, pagkano ang charge pag i-plug ang kotse?
Okay, normally when just like gasoline is you charge per liter, no? In electricity you charge per kilowatt hour. No? Sa bahay, it's about 14 pesos 14 pesos per kilowatt hour. Sa charging station ngayon is about 35.
Okay.
So it's
35
two and a half times more. No? So if you spend katulad kanina sinabi ko, no, if you use 1,000 liters of gas, if you have full EV, you pay 200 pesos lang. So if you charge it on a public charging station, 2.5 times is 500. So you still save 50%.
Oo. Maganda pa
Really,
rin.
let's address the safety features. Maraming lumalabas, di ba, sa YouTube, sumasabog, meron daw bawal na mag-park sa condo. Yung safety feature nito para sa ating mga consumers, ano ang
Actually,
safety level?
Actually, it's a misnomer as far as I'm concerned, no? Yung sinasabi nila those normally the ones mentioning that are those that are anti-EV, di ba? Ayaw nila yon. So, sasabihin
Yung
nila
kontra. Yung
Oo, yes. So, hahanapan ng butas.
Siyempre
Pero
sa
sa totoo
America
lang,
noon, partner Di ba, partner Ricky?
yeah,
Oo.
even in the US, if it is dangerous, how come Tesla is selling so many pa rin?
Oo.
Di ba? Hindi naman nababawasan ang benta ng Tesla doon. It's still selling a lot, di ba? And China, kung dangerous yan, edi dapat hindi nagpo-produce ng pagkadami-daming EV sa China, and now it's all over the world, no? The Philippines is actually so behind. Even to the world, we're so behind. And even to our Southeast Asian neighbors, we're so behind. So everybody's already there tayo. We're still talking about safety. If it's a safety issue, unang magagalit niyan is America, Europe, China. Sila yung mauuna na. No, yung mga sinasabi nila, makukuryente ka ba pagka dumaan ka sa tubig? Eh di dami dapat na. Hindi naman sa Pilipinas lang nagkakaroon ng baha. Mas grabe pa nga baha sa Amerika at saka sa tao dito, sa China. Di ba? So there's a lot of and yung sumasabog, maski naman yung Cory, pag nanood ako ng movie ng FPJ, sumasabog din naman ng ice.
Pero ito, tatanungin kita. Ha?
Ayan, sige, Cory.
Alam mo, kasi pati yung gadgets natin, sinasabi na yung gadgets merong electromagnetic radiation or electromagnetic frequency na binubuga ng gadget sa tao pag hawak mo. Yung electric vehicle, pag pumasok ka sa loob ng isang electric vehicle, hindi ba exposed ka rin sa electromagnetic radiation?
I don't know honestly, I'm not familiar with that. Alam ko yung sa cellphone, it's because of the signal.
Yes.
Eh, wala naman signal sa kotse. Ang sa kotse is the battery, no? But yeah, you've heard of yung mga, no. Just like a cell phone, if you have a normal charger, hindi naman umiinit yung cellphone, eh. Right? So if you use a quick charger, iinit yung cellphone nyo. So that's what we have to avoid. Let's not, we should not have quick chargers at home. Pero that's not a worry also, because to have a quick charger, you need 3-phase and you need 400 volts. Wala namang 400 volts sa any residential sa buong Pilipinas, eh.
Ang alam ko, Willie, kailangan pa ng transformer.
Exactly.
So, transformer, so imposible yun. So,
Imposible sa bahay.
is yung 7 to 8 hour charging.
Yeah,
Yes.
so
Question.
imposible magkaroon ng overheating sa Pilipinas, because we even if we want to. For example, Ricky, gusto mo maglagay ng quick charger sa bahay. Imposible kasi kailangan mo ng 400 volts. Kailangan mo ng 3-phase.
Correct.
So, impossible mangyari yon, maski gusto mo. No? Unless bilyonaryo tayo na kailangan pwede magpakawit ng sarili. But why would you do that? Diba? E di ilagay mo na lang sa office. Correct. Yun.
Tama. Well, alam namin na maraming, siyempre, especially dun sa last car show, di ba? Really, talagang dominated ng talagang Chinese ang dominant leader. Chinese brands. Is this correct, Willie?
Correct. Nauna sila, eh. Everybody didn't
Nauna
believe
sila.
in EV.
Yeah.
And they were the first who invested on EV, no?
Correct.
Not only invested money, but the research and development, and the raw materials, parang pinakyaw na yata nila ng lahat ng raw materials sa buong mundo. So they have the cheapest source of producing EVs, no? So they're way ahead of everybody else. In fact, a lot of the European brands, even the American brands, are subcontracting it to China to produce the vehicles, no? So a lot of the EVs are coming from China.
Well, Willie, as usual, kulang na oras, pero this is very exciting. We live in exciting times and we're happy ikaw nandyan sa lead. You're taking the lead for the industry. Nasa yung opportunity, Willie, magbigay ng message sa ating mga televiewers, ating mga listeners, at mga nakikinig sa radyo dito sa DCRH. Go ahead, Willie.
To all the televiewers out there of DCRH TV, kaya mo yan, no? So for those who are interested in the EV, thank you so much. We're promoting EVs, no? If I think the public has to pakiusap ko lang if you can research more about EVs, because there's so many types of EVs, and as EVAP will continue educating or informing the public about the different types of EV. If you're very cost conscious about your fuel, it's time to consider EVs. If you're not 100% believer of full electric, try the hybrid first. If you don't have chargers at home, EVAP will continue to lobby with the government to make sure that that we can have more charging stations, no? That's one of the directions also. We need not only the Department of Energy, but also I think electric cooperatives, Meralco, to reduce the cost of electricity, especially for electric vehicles, no? For charging. And for those who still do not believe in electric vehicles and still prefer the ICE, we can wait. We'll wait. We'll wait until you can consider. Ask your friends. Don't ask us because we're biased siguro. But if you can ask your friends who have an EV, they'll tell you the real score.
Ay, talagang happy na sila, partners, tsaka Willie. Lahat ng mga kaibigan ko na bumili ng EV, tuwang-tuwa sila.
That's nice to hear. At least hindi galing na sa amin, di ba? But that's nice to hear because that's the truth, no? And even if oil prices go back, which probably is 2 years from now, pag nasanay na kayo sa EV, you're gonna love it.
Ayun. Sige, bili na tayo.
Ako lang, Willie, I shifted to hybrid in 2024.
But
2021,
if you shift to BEV, mas masaya ka pa.
Ay, kailangan puntahan kita doon sa opisina mo.
Anytime.
Okay, Emer, meron kayo dadagdag?
Yeah, from the group of our friends, Mike Potenciano, Buong Africa. Pwede bang tulungan natin ang Pilipino? Kasi alam ko marami nang gusto mag-transfer ng mga old machines nila to electrify, syempre, di ba? Sana maturuan natin. Kasi kailangan maalis na yung mga ibang tulungan naman natin. Meron ba programa ang EVs natin na turuan ng mga Pilipinong mag-transfer to electric engine from their old cars, ha?
Pwede ba i-recycle ang kotse?
Yes, pwede.
Pwede. Willie?
Ako ba yung tinatanong? Sorry?
Gumagawa, no? Emma, Willie, may gumagawa niya, no? Nagko-convert.
I think so, but I need to know more about it because, as I've said, hindi ko alam yung mga conversions, but I think all the safety measures should be taken into consideration because baka yun pa yung makasira sa image ng EV, no? If you don't convert it properly, then that might be the reason why there's all this bad news. Sometimes yung kotse at saka yung charger wala namang problema eh. Sometimes it's just the adapter eh. Yun yung nagpo-cause ng kung pangit yung quality ng adapter, yun ang iinit, no? Just like a phone charger, di ba? Minsan if you use the wrong cable, di ba? Yun yung nakakatakot. Yes.
Nag-iinit yung phone, yes.
So we're open to that as long as the quality is checked kasi it will destroy the whole image of EV just because of mga substandard, very favorite word yun ng DPWH. Substandard quality cables or adapters.
Spoken like a true engineering student of DLSU. Animo. Thank you, Willie.
Animo. Thank you.
Next week.
Thank you, Willie.
Thank you.
And mabuhay, Eva, but we'll keep in touch with you, partner. Thank you.
Maraming salamat.
Bye.
Bye.
Ayan. So, oras natin, 5 na. Ako, overtime. Cory,
Yun.
may babatiin pa kayo.
Shout out
Congratulations.
lang ako kay Leo. Shout out lang ako kay Leo Hernandez, dating follower ako sa dating stasyon. Siya ang asawa niya nanonood noon. Ngayon happy siya na nandito na ako sa DZRH. Kaya mo yan. Hello kay Leo E. Hernandez sa kanyang misis. Hello.
Yeah, shout out to Micah and the newlywed Camille Sanoto. And of course, sa ating Valle Board of Directors, Rachel, President, hello.
Advance happy birthday lang sa mother ko, turning 91 on April 25.
Oh,
At yung kapatid ko sa US, si Gigi, April 23. Ka-birthday niya yung maong kapatid ko si Peter. At ang Kuya Perry ko, April 26 next week. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Sa punto ito natin programa, kami nagpapasalamat ulit at kayo nakinig at nanood sa amin. Tandaan nyo tuwing Sabado alas 4 hanggang 5 ng hapon, ang paborito niyong programang Kaya Mo Yan.
Oh, yan.
Bye!
Happy weekend. God bless.
God bless everyone.